Hello Twin Flames, welcome to my channel and welcome to your daily energy check. We'll jump straight into the reading today. Today it's going to be a divine masculine check-in, and we will do the past, present and future spread for the masculine energy to see what's going on with them. What do we need to know? I will start with an oracle card. We'll actually pull a card for divine feminine's cross watchers as well. We'll start with you guys, and then we'll focus on divine masculine energy. So without further ado, let's go for it. And of course, if you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you're new. So feminines, your card is prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. We just had, well, we actually will have new moon in Taurus coming up in less than 2 weeks now. So that's exciting. And I feel like with the message prosperity lies ahead, this is the timing of when you will get the signals, the messages, and the theme of prosperity is going to move forward for you. Yeah, that sounded strange, but you know what I mean. To me, it's abundance. Maybe it's specifically financial stability, maybe something else, right? But there will be a movement forward. Maybe for you right now, it's a matter of, I don't know, closing a deal on your house and actually getting approval to buy a house that you want, right? So kind of finances, but not quite. But like this is related to this prosperity message, you know, getting a good deal on it, for example. For the masculines, we see mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. And that is for both positive and negative news, whatever it is in your perception. Because if it's something positive, it's like, you know, just take it easy. Don't get overexcited. Don't think that you don't need to, like, you can just relax now, right? It's like it's still a developing story, so to speak. If this is something negative, then that is for you to see that, you know, it's not all decided yet, right? Like it's not all lost. It's not that you won't be able to go there again, right? So again, it's still a developing story, and who knows where it will end up. So stay tuned and, you know, be on the standby for this at the very least. If you don't feel guided to take action, at least keep monitoring the situation. So for the past, we have 5 of Wands. I'll lay out the cards and then I'll speak to you about the meaning, the Chariot, and the past, which is 4 Wands. Nice. For the present, we have the Tower. This is, oh my god, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it is 10. 10 of Swords. Sorry guys, in this deck, not all of them are marked, and I just wanted to make sure. And 8 of Cups. And then for the future, we have 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, wonderful, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, a few major arcanas here. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups, but in reverse. So you know what, masculines know that they have been holding it together, keeping strong and hopeful, and, you know, kind of putting up that good face for everyone and everything around them, you know. And now the emotions, the feelings, they're bubbling up, they're coming to the surface, and it's like, okay, I need to do something different, right? Like it's so uncomfortable right now that I can't go on like this. I'm just gonna burst. So this is that point, almost like a breaking point where masculines are saying, okay, let's start moving things around, or, you know, I need to start talking about what's going on with me, because this is just too much, you know, and I realize now that it's unhealthy. So that's like the energy underneath, let's call it that way. So in the past, we have 5 of Wands, the Chariot, and the Path. This is 5 of Wands, 4 of Wands, by the way. So there is a certain progression backwards, but it's like masculines understanding that or seeing how life can get too complicated, you know, when you're just trying to move forward, or you're making the best out of situation, or maybe you're building new connections and relationships because they're practical, useful, necessary, or maybe because people want to have them with you, right? It's kind of like going with the flow, but in that vibe, which is still quite karmic. And at some point they saw that it's not really getting them, like it becomes overwhelming, and the general quality of connections in their life declines. So the movement was then towards fewer connections, but having higher quality of them, right? So that's like a natural move that masculines made sometime in the recent past. Because the 4 Wands is, of course, it's the union of the twin flames, but not only, right? The core meaning of this card is about connection, it's about partnership, and it's building foundation in that. So this could be even financial business partnership, right? It could mean friendship, of course, but something with commitment, let's put it that way. And so masculines understood that instead of having lots of different connections here and there, but a lot of them are quite artificial from either one side or from both sides, because this is like a useful connection, but there's no real emotional attachment there, like in a good way, So masculines made a choice to be more selective there and build quality relationships rather than just like going with the more the better. For the present, we have the Tower, 10 of Swords, and 8 of Cups. Yeah, so this is that energy that I was just talking about, where masculines understand that they can't go on like this anymore. And for, in a certain sense, something is broken or something failed here, where masculines understand that some of it is not even going to be possible. It's almost like, maybe for masculines watching, maybe you've put all your eggs in one basket of like one specific business endeavor that you really wanted to work, and, you maybe disregarded some other connections or areas of your life, and you focused on this one and it failed. Like it didn't have the quality it needed, or the preparation it needed, or wasn't divine timing. But anyway, it's like there is this desperate energy I'm feeling, of like, and that part failed, it's over, it's done, it's gone, right? And it's not just like, okay, let's try again, or maybe let's review our business plan or something. Or, if it's a friendship, it's like, well, maybe we can still work on this. It's like, no, it's not even an option. If it's a friendship, then the other person, slammed the door, blocked your contact, and moved halfway across the world. Something like that, where it's like, okay, and you're thinking, like, you just have, like, this energy of, the information and experience that you can learn from. But even that needs time and unpacking of, like, what just happened? There's still a lot of pain from it and shock. But masculines know that part of it is not just like coincidence, or, it just worked out that way, or not even the other person necessarily, maybe partly. But some of it has to do with the way masculines are making life choices. And masculines, about that, right? So there is this desire to move away from unhealthy, manufactured connections and plans, and, trust in the intuition more. Like, if I feel that this is off, this is not gonna work, or it's not planned out enough, I should speak up about that. Like, my voice matters to that extent, right? I'm not just here on the sidelines, just doing my part, kind of, quote unquote, and minding my business, not overstepping, right? Like, this is like, no, my money is in it, I put a lot of energy in it, it has a high cost for me. And it better be something that I'm confident about, or at least I have a lot of trust in, if it gives me a good feeling. If it's not the case, then I'm out. I'm not doing this. For the future, we have 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and Wheel of Fortune. So it's building the trust with the universe, but I love this part where it's building relationships based on both personal and professional, based on mutual contribution, respect, like this reciprocity, and also based on vulnerability and authenticity with this Ace of Cup, right? Do we have that emotional connection, right? And that's where the King of Cups needs to start sharing, you can't be closed off anymore. You can't just keep it all to yourself. You need to share the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? The fears and also the excitement, and see what the other person can give you to that. Can add to that, or you know, see how you can work on the fears together, and what's the motivation from the other person, like all these things that a lot of times they stay unspoken for one or the other reason. And many people just uncomfortable going that deep. But this is now, there is a direct connection that the masculines can see even in business relationships with the just general human level energy, feelings and emotions, like this kind of vibe, you know. And yeah, just trusting the process, trusting that everything happens in divine timing, and hoping that, you know, one day the right people and the right opportunities are gonna come knocking. And for masculines watching, this Ace of Cups is actually your confirmation that there will be new opportunity coming in, because you've changed your view on this, you've changed your approach altogether. You know, that's opening doors. But please stay vulnerable and authentic as much as you can. And it doesn't mean that you need to tell the story of your life the first time you see a person, right? But be as honest as you can in terms of, at least in the context of what your relationship is about, you know? Like, I'm in this business because these are my values, and these are my priorities, or these are my goals right now. This is why I'm doing it. Don't try to play games and like do the strategy and be like, okay, I'll give them a little bit of information, see what happens, and then I'll give them more maybe, right? No, it's like putting that energy out, and that will create a space where the other person or other people will be able to do the same. Or if you see that they don't, then that could be a clear sign that it's not a place for you, or not the relationship for you. Let's get a quick message from masculines to feminines for the cross watchers. What do the masculines want to tell feminines at this time? I wish we could be happy together. And you're the one. Yeah, so that to me makes sense because of that painful energy that we saw, that the masculines experiencing with Ten of Swords, learning the lessons, picking themselves up basically. But this is the inspiration for them. It's like, you know, when maybe everything else is lost, it's like, I have faith in it. And if for some of you, if the scenario where there was tower moment and breaking out was around your connection with, between masculine and feminine, then this for them is like, okay, you know, that phase is over, but you know what? I'm gonna work on myself, and I'm gonna be a different person and have a different approach. Right? And I still have hope that that's gonna work, and have faith in the higher power, in the universe, that if I'm coming out with a loving energy, that this is gonna work out. Okay, I hope this was useful to you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you all, and until next time.